Guys, welcome to What If Civilization Start Over episode 22. So let's get straight into it. So, first country we're going to look at is the Persian Empire. So, as you can see here, Persia in the stability layer is in orange, as they will be going from an orange to a red Okay, so I forgot to go to the stability layer, as Persia will be going to a red stability, as now Persia is actively very close to collapsing, as if I made a technology layer also, as Persia is fairly good technology, is not really that bad. The cyan is bad. Mostly the new nation and the nations that got rebelled from, except for this nation, which is the only lucky nation, is cyan. So yeah, that's bad for Persia. So another nation we're gonna see actively being jumped. It's going to be this nation. So the nation that's gonna be jumped is this nation, as this nation was created a long time ago, as its identity lies between the yellow religion. It's also a border state between the yellow and orange religion. As you see, there's very small amounts of purple people, but that will be changing, as a lot of people will be migrating, as this will really be bad for the nation. That's the jumping, I mean, because this is a jumping of religious beliefs, that the capital will be even filled up with purple nation nationalists. So that's bad for this nation, as now half of the nation is purple religion. As you see, this first country in Europe religions start growing a lot more into the Italian state, and they're not genociding anyone, they're just telling the people to move out to their nations that support their religion, as it's even gonna go to this nation right here, as this sense of nationalism is very bad. So what we're going to be seeing, the first, so we already saw, so Korea, as you know, in the last episode, became an authoritarian country. So Korea here will make an alliance with the country of China, as Korea will sign the alliance called the Circle Pact, as the Koreans will be saying sign this. The Chinese, as these nations are both authoritarian, and this defensive pact is fully dead, as these two nations will be organizing a jumping of the purple team. So yeah, right after that we're going to see this jumping fully happen, as the purple team has became far weaker than it usually is. So this area right here, the yellow team will forcefully tell the purple pink team to allow them to send troops here, as they will be allowed. And we now see troops start moving to the purple team, This is very bad, as Korea is taking their rightful land, so they're going to be invading this area and almost fully capturing it, as they will reach this major city right here. As this is a large amount of nationalism, even the blue team will enter in this, while the purple team will be smart and ends up surrendering to the smarter force, the blue team, so that they don't have to be that damaged. So let's look at this peace treaty. So this is the peace treaty. This nation is not really damaged that much, but it's damaged in another way. Wrong layer. As this nation's oligarchy will be demolished by the two authoritarian regimes. Even the monarchy is an authoritarian regime. So from oligarchy, they will add in a person from the Koreans, a very authoritarian person, to become the leader. And this country now barely has any coastline. So now this country will become a dictatorship, as dictatorships are really collapsing in the world. Dictatorships are really rising in popularity in the world, as that's not the only religion that will spread, as a better religion will spread, which is democracy, as democracy will spread to Caspia, Persia, this nation, as these are all flawed as even this nation becomes a democracy, and this nation will also become a democracy, as this will also stop this nation from fully collapsing, as from democracy, from red they will go to yellow. So now, yeah, that's good, as even this nation will become an authoritarian regime, as the leader really wants to restore country's glory, as these two communist nations right here will be making an alliance. And yes, this is a provinces layer. Yeah, I'm not done, but I'll continue with it later. So these two communist nations will be making a pact together. Oh, this looks like the Koreans are in the same alliance. Okay, so I'm gonna rub this alliance sign, put a square instead of a circle. A square. So I'll do this and be right. As this will be the Eastern Asian Authoritarian Order, as right after this nation will join this alliance, and also this nation will join the alliance, as even this nation will also join the alliance. This order is really becoming popular among the folks. Yeah, these two nations, seeing how communism is not spreading, they will make an alliance to bring, and this will be a military alliance, as these two countries will promise protection, as they have a very good military. They'll promise protection to any country that subs to communism, as that will really work in their favor, as this dictatorial oligarchy will go from being a dictatorial oligarchy to a communist nation, as another nation that also changes is this nation. So Central Asia is becoming communist, but Eastern Asia and the Indian states are becoming authoritarian. So I'm gonna update the alliance layer. This is the alliance layer updated. Alliances are picked through ideologies, as now the Middle East is becoming very democratic, as most of the nations in... Oh, I just realized only 2 nations in this is democratic. So something else we're going to look at is a nation finally going and a nation that a colonial country finally invading Tanzania. As Tanzania was the only independent nation, this nation was by this alliance that started the splitting of the African continent. They said they would leave Tanzania alone for it to be a buffer state between all 4 colonies that are here. But now a country will be breaking that, and that country is this nation. As this nation invading Tanzania is not that important right now. This alliance that started this was this treaty that made the division of Africa, which I think was the Treaty of Copenhagen. Yeah. So that treaty was 50, 60 years ago, 70 even, maybe even 100, because I think we're in the 1915s, 16s. Yeah, 100 years ago. And that treaty happened in the 1870s. I don't know. If I'm not right, comment down if it happened much later or much earlier. So Tanzania won't be able to fight back because the technology is a little bit similar, but it's not really similar, as these nations they will use a port here to go all around South Africa and make a landing on the east coast of Tanzania. As Tanzania is split into capital captured, and now they will force Tanzania to be occupied. So let's look at this peace treaty. I'm gonna do this new thing where I'm going to make the country, if it's being fully annexed, to make it white. So the reason, if it's going to be divided, I'll make it white. The reason why I made it white now, I bet you guys were thinking this country was just gonna get it, but this country was helping and this country was helping, as this country will get most of the land. Which, this is good for them, because now they border the Indian Ocean, which is a very good ocean in my Wesco, because most of the trade runs through there, because most of the important countries are in the eastern side of the world. No countries are here, so there's no need to trade here. So that's good. As this nation will gain this area, but that's not all. I completely forgot about Italy, which was also part this, as they will gain this small area. So now Tanzania has fully died. There's no more Tanzanian state. So now we're going to see an apartheid state, which is this nation, which that means that the Italians have nothing to do with this, but this nation right here is doing genocide against, they don't like black people. So if you would go to the nation, you would be really discriminated. Something for the law of the series. Right now it's the year 1917, 18, close to the 1920s. Law-wise thing, as you can see, I'm on a layer that have never been on for ever since I made this. So the other little thing is that the Great Canal, the Suez Canal, will be officially constructed in my world, as these people will finally get the technology, as this was something they were doing for years on end, as they were making this single canal, as now Africa, as now people will stop going under Africa to trade, as this is now a revolutionary thing, as we see ships, because as you know, this area in our world is called the Cape of Good Hope, and this area is very bad for ships to go through. But now, this in my world is called something else completely different. But now ships can go through the Suez Canal, so that's great. So that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.